Welcome to another episode of Rate My Video. And of course, by rate my video, I mean my guest's video. Of course, I am always open to feedback. I think that's only fair, right? Okay, today we have another tech founder slash CEO, Derek Ting, who is the brains behind TextNow. Now, when you watch this video breakdown, I want you to consider something. Should we or do we hold tech leaders or technology professionals to the same virtual presence standards as more traditional leaders or professionals? Keep that in mind and we'll revisit that at the end. So if you're ready, let's dive in.
Yeah, at the time, TextNow was kind of like it wasn't meant to be a company, right? It was meant to be like a passion project.
Okay, what are your eyes drawn to? That window, right? You can't have your light source be brighter than the light on your face. It's competing for attention. And it throws different areas of his face in the shadows. Now, the other thing is, I feel like I have to tilt my head a little bit to be on the same plane as him. And that's because the camera is not level. And so it all feels a little cattywampus right from the start. Now, none of this is a deal breaker, folks, but it is a first impression. First impressions matter, and attention to detail matters.
And we had a lot of different passion projects. And actually, I actually just wanted to learn mobile app development at the time as well, right? That was a secondary goal. And
okay, let's talk about Derek's energy. I like his energy when he gets fired up, which is when he's talking about his product. However, it's hard to maintain that because you're not talking about your product the entire time, and you can't rely on that to bring all your energy. Let's talk style. The hoodie, sweatshirt, founder look is really going strong here. However, even Zuck himself has moved on. So appearances matter. It's a choice, and your choice says something about you and who you are. And right or not, people judge us by our choices.
Tipping point was when we achieved ramen profitability. And that means like there was a business model in place where we could self-sustain ourselves and we don't have to get real jobs.
I feel like I'm watching a game called Don't Look at the Camera. He looks everywhere but at the camera. He looks up, he looks out the window, he puts his hat on his desk 3 times. Now, he's a tech guy, so I know he knows where the camera is.
Yeah, at the time, we didn't really have...
This is a section I like to call the comfort montage.
Doing stuff for fun. So then we had a lot of ideas. Actually, it was just to keep operations going. Despite our traction, we struggled to raise our A round. Like, we weren't a company that venture capital was attracted to.
He's twisting in his chair. He's touching his face. He's stretching. It's those I forgot I was on camera moments. And it can sneak up on you when you're unprepared and untrained to be in the spotlight for an hour or however long you're on camera.
Yeah. Actually, the app developer reached out to us to be like, hey, can we join forces? Because he saw the tech success we had with TextNow, and his name was Gary. He was the author for Ping Chat. It's like, hey, can you help me scale this thing? We're like, yeah, of course.
Those big, fast, out of frame movements, those don't work on video. You have to adopt what I call video-friendly body language. Body language and gestures that support what you're saying rather than distract from it. So what's the verdict? Well, while Derek had some good moments of authentic passion and credibility that shone through, they were far too few and offset by a total lack of eye contact and some nervous or distracted looking body language, as well as a lack of attention to detail in some of the choices he made or just didn't make that we expect from leaders. So overall, I give Derek a rating of 3 out of 10. Ouch, I know. But the good news is there's always room for improvement. So back to our question that I posed at the top of the video. Should we hold our tech founders and CEOs to the same standards of virtual presence that we do more traditional leaders? you want to hear my answer? It's a resounding yes. And that's because our brains simply don't differentiate between job titles when it comes to things like credibility and communication. So that's a wrap for today. And please feel free to tell me whether you agree with my assessment or not. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Rate My Video.